Hello and warm welcome to everyone joining us today. I'm your host Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. We are excited to have you with us and look forward to an engaging and insightful session. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's topic, that is unveiling the future, exploring emerging and cutting edge technologies. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day. Dr. Makul Mahajan, Assistant Professor at the School of Computer Science and Engineering, Lovely Professional University. With a strong academic background and a passion for emerging technologies, his research interests lie in mobile ADHOC networks, wireless sensor networks, and programming languages. So now I would like to introduce Mr. Rahul Batra also in this webinar. Welcome, Mr. Rahul Batra, a data driven professional with the strong expertise in programming and data analysis, proficient in Python and more, with hands on experience at IBM Cognos, Power BI, and more. Committed to delivering actionable insights for strategic decision making. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions. You can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. Now I'm going to hand over this session to our experts, Dr. Makul Mahajan and Mr. Rahul Batra, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from them. Over to you both.
Yeah. Shall I good to go? I'm audible to everyone?
Yes, you are audible. You can start.
Okay. Okay. So hi everyone. Very good morning to all. So today we're going to see some of the emerging technologies and we'll see how these technologies works in the real-time environment. So as we seen today is growing faster. Technology is basically growing faster than changing the way we live, work, and connect with each other. We talk about few years back when the smartphones were a luxury, but today we can't live without AI, live without the phones. Now, if you talk about AI assistants like Siri or you can say Alexa, you will see when you go back to these days, they are the futuristic, but now they are a part of everyday lives. That's why it is important to keep ourselves updated so that you can say when we go move forward, so we are updated with these technologies. So today we'll see one of the technologies that the name is Watson, and we'll see how these technologies work in the real-time environment. So before I going to deep dive on my Watson technology, I will show you how the technology is evolving. So let's talk about few years back when the internet is started. At that time, we are starting to create a website, but that website is generally only the static. That means we cannot interact on that website. Only we have the option to read these things on the website. But as the time began and the time evolved, when the internet is now cheaper, then we'll move to the web applications. That means we are creating that you can say websites which are interactive. That means you can say interact with the website. We can raise query, we can discuss something on the website. So as of now, when we proceed further, now when we say the era of smartphone begins and internet is getting cheaper and cheaper, then we switch to the mobile applications. Why not? Let's say when I want to purchase something on the e-commerce website, it is very convenient to book the things on the mobile phone rather than to open the laptop and just you can say book these things. So that is why the mobile applications came into the market, which really helps the user to do bookings and all such things. But as of now, when we see that uh, uh, after before that, there's only you can say big partners in the market for these mobile application. But as of now, when we see due to the evolvement of cloud application, due to the evolvement of the cloud, the small entrepreneurs also getting enter in the market of mobile applications. They can also have the option to you can say access their your application on the mobile by using the cloud of the big partners. They are taking the service of the partners like pay as a go service so that they can also able to compete with the big partners. So similarly, just because of these two things, due to the era of mobile application and cloud applications, we see lot of data is generating. Because of these two things, we are seeing in industry that lot of data is generating. Now the business thinks, why don't we utilize this data or analyze this data to make our business expandable or make our business profitable? So that is why at that time analytics came into the industry, where the due to the large data because of the cloud and mobile applications, we are begin into the analytics world so that we can find some insights and utilize it for expanding our businesses. Similar manner, we can say after that we will see AI and machine learning, and you will simply say AI and machine learning is nothing without data, or you can say AI and machine learning is directly proportional to data, because without the data, machine cannot able to learn. So that is why after that era, we will see AI and machine learning involvement. Because of these data, we are generating lot of huge data. We are seeing the machine learning concepts in the market. And apart from that, when you see whole structure and you see all entire thing, blockchain or security part can't able to be end up. So that is why security should be there in the market as of now. Without security, without the things, we cannot survive. So blockchain is also a new trend, because as of now we've seen a lot of industries are doing business with each other and they are not trusting with each other. So blockchain is one of the solution for them, or you can say it also provides the security. So this is the flow, like how the technology is evolving and how they are interconnected with each other. So today we'll see one of the technology with the name IBM Watson, which will help you to, you can say, analyze your data, to visualize your data, and also it will help you to make machine learning models. When we talk about the things with the programming language like Python, if we want to do these things in Python, it will take a lot of time. So, to make our work easier, to make our work more convenient, and to make more accuracy, these kind of tools came into the existence. Now, industries are working on these tools so that they will easily get the results, right? So, we'll see one of the demonstration like how these tools are working in industry, right? So yes, when you see this slide, this shows that as of now, the data we are generating is still in, you can say, in unstructured way or in the dark mode. As I've shown you in the slide, that 80% of the data is still in the dark mode, which is not able to utilize in your proper manner. So that is why we need to first make it into the proper way so that we can easily analyze it, visualize it, and find insights from it. Otherwise, the data is still can't able to help out. That is why we need to make it a refined way so that we can utilize for the future industries, right? So yes, as I told you, Watson Studio, which help you to basically make the machine learning models, it will also help you to analyze your data and visualize your data as well. Let me directly show you the demonstration, like how it will going to look like. Let me open the cloud account, which will help you to create these things. So basically, it is a kind of a platform, a cloud platform where these tools will work. It is not an open source tool. So let me open that tool with the name Watson Studio. Let me search on the catalog, Watson Studio. This tool will help you to, you can say, prepare your data, visualize your data. I will show you this with a demonstration. So let me directly land it on that tool because I have already have this instance. Okay. So let's say uh, I have one data set. For example, I'm just launching this tool first. Let's say I have one data set with a name. Let's say I'm opening that one data set for you guys so that you will able to understand what exactly it is all about. Let's say this is my data set. The data set is all about the Titanic data set, where we have seen there are the options of the passenger details, and we have seen which passenger is survived or not survived. So let's say this is my data set, and I am assuming this data set is uncleaned and unprepared. As you've seen, there is a lot of missing values are there in the data set. You will see lots of missing values and lots of relevant columns are there. So the first thing the data analyst person will do is they have to prepare their data so that they will able to find insights easily. So my target is to first prepare my data, which I'm assuming my data is uncleaned as of now. So I need to reshape my data. I will apply some data wrangling operation so that my data will be prepared, and accordingly I will find insights from it, right? So let me just launch my tool. Okay. So once my tool will be launched, there is an option to create the project. As of now in the tool, for understanding purpose, we have also the option of sample projects where you can see it how these tool will work. As of now, I'm working on a new project, so I'm clicking on the option new project. So let's say I'm working on a Titanic data set, so I will giving the name so that my teammates or my collaborator will understand this data set. Or let's say it is already exists, so I'm giving them a new name as well. And then I click on create. You can also add some description. Let's say if somebody is a new part-time company and they want to understand what exactly is this data set, so I can add some description as well. Otherwise, I will skip that option. So once I will going to create this project, it will landed me a kind of a interface where I will able to prepare my data. Let me just show you how we will prepare this data. And when we compare this thing with the help of a Python, where we apply the basic Python library that is pandas, it will take a lot of time. But with the help of this tool, we can easily prepare our data. And I will show you two processes. I will show you the process of how manually I prepare a data. And there is an option as well which automatically prepare the data by the help of AI. I will also show you that process as well. Okay. So let me go to my the option that is my assets. Asset is just, you can say, my data. For a data analyst, for example, if I am a goldsmith, so for me, gold is my asset. In the same way, for a data analyst, data is their asset, right? So I will select my asset. So before I going to select my asset, I need to have, there is a lot of different option. There's option with, on we see on the left side, there's option with prepare the data. Then we have work with the models and lot of things. So we can do a lot of things with the help of this tool. As of now, my first step is to prepare my data. When I talk about the data cycle in which I have to first prepare my data, after that I will need to visualize it, right? So I will click on prepare the data, and there's an option prepare and visualize the data. So once I will click on it, it will directly land at me to the option to upload your data, because my data is in my local machine. My data is in my local machine, and I want to first upload this data on this, on the cloud server, which I am working on it. So I will find it out the location where I've put this thing. So in my case, I have put in my desktop with the name Titanic data set. I'm just uploading the same. So once it is uploaded, there is another option. You can also give the name over here, data preparation stage. I can give this name as data preparation stage. So once it is uploaded, you will see entire fields. Let's say in my data set, there are the columns with the name, passenger, survived, class, age, everything is there. All the entries will be displayed over here. That means all my data, which was shown in your CSV file, was uploaded in this tool, right? And I will show you how I can prepare it, how I can find replace the missing values inside it. So let's say once it is prepared, all the columns that you have shown, that you have seen in the CSV file, is shown over here. That is passenger ID, survive, P class, name, sex, age, everything will be displayed over here with all the columns and rows. Now, starting with the very first thing, you can see the very first thing is, let's say, age. When I see this column with this column, if you see in this column, there are missing values. When we see row number 6, there is a missing values. When I scroll down in row number 18 is also missing values, and 20. So the first thing I need to apply is to handle these missing values. Because if I can't able to handle the missing values, it will not make a good model. So as a data analyst, it is my responsibility to you can say prepare it to handle this missing values. How I will able to handle this missing values? Okay, so there are a lot of things that we can do in that. For example, when you see in that, if you compare this, if you see this column, in that I will see maybe 10 to 20% values are only missing. Let's say if the value is more than 50%, if in this column, if the value is more than 50% is missing, so in that case, I cannot able to handle it out. I need to delete that column, because in that more than 50% values are missing. But as of now, I have seen maybe in the case of 10 to 20% values are missing, so I will easily handle it out. So how I will do this thing? I can directly replace the missing values with mean, median, or mode as per the requirement. So let's say if this is a categorical data or kind of a data, I can do this thing. So let's say if I want to replace the, you can say missing values with the median. So how I can do it? So let's say just there is a three option: profile, visualization as well. When I click on the visualization, there is a very good graph with the name box plot. That box plot will directly give you the median of that value. For example, if you see in this case, there is a these are kind of different visualization that we can plot it out. I will show you in later on as well. So let's say when I click on this box plot, and I will select the column in which there is a missing value. I'm selecting the column with the name age. In that age column, when I create a box plot, I will see the median of that. So I've seen the median is 28. So I can replace you've seen the upper limit, lower limit, and the median. So directly, with the help of this tool, you can easily find mean, median, and mode as well. So when you see the median is 20, I can replace the missing value with the median, or I can do with the mean as well as per the requirement of the data. It is depending upon the which column what entries is there. So if I find this median is more suitable on that, so I will replace the missing value with the median, for example. So in this case, the median is 28. So now I'm going back to my data again, and you can directly apply the operation. There is an option called new step. When I click on this new step, and when I scroll it down, there is an option to replace the missing values. So I will click replace missing values. And now it will ask me, please fill the value you want to replace it out. So I already know the median, that is 28. So I'm directly writing 28 over here. And I'm creating a new column so that everybody will easily understand what exactly it is done. So this is my column, that is age. I'm creating a new column in which I will prepare the same column with a missing value handling. For example, I'm giving the name as new underscore age, and I'm setting it next to the original column. Let's say apply. Okay. Now you will see all the missing values. Let's say in the column row number 6, this is missing. Now it will be replaced with the value that I have filled, that is 28, that is median. So in all the cases, my missing values is handled. So now this is my actual column, and I can now delete this column because I've already uh, prepared a new column, which is a clean column, prepared column, you can say. Okay, so the first thing is I am finding the missing values. Now the next thing. So let's say there is a column with the name cabin, for example, in my data set. And if you see in this, we have more than 50% missing values, maybe around 60 to 70%. So if you see this kind of a column, I cannot able to handle this missing value. So there is a direct option. You can directly delete this column, because if the value is more than 50 to 60% missing, then you cannot able to utilize it out. So there is not relevant. You can say when I prepare my model, this column is not relevant because it is almost more than 60% values is missing, right? So I can delete that column apart from that. Okay, okay. Now see, when I see this thing, there is one more column with the name gender. Let's say if I want to change the data type as well to make my machine understand this thing easily, what I can do is I can convert it in the form of different data type. So let's say I have different kind of data types. Machine can understand the value of 0 or 1. So that is more relevant to the machine. So I can convert the string in the form of Boolean or integer as well. Boolean means true or false. Let's say I'm just applying the step. When I click on this thing, there's an option, option with the name calculate. So once I will click on the calculate, so if I pass, if the value is equals to male, then it will give me true. So let's say I'm creating one more column, and I'm giving the column name as gender to make my machine understand this thing easily. So I'm converting into form of Boolean or integer 0 or 1. I'm converting the form of value 0 and 1. So let's say if this column is now converted in the form of true and false. If it is male, I have already passed male, then it is true. If it is not male, that is false. Now, if you see on the top, the data type is Boolean. I can also convert the data type. I will select this three dots, and there's an option convert column type. And I will simply convert in the form of integer as well. That means 0 or 1. True means, you can say when I click on the true, that means 1, and the false means 0. So you can also do this thing as well. So that means it will make when I'm making a model, it will make it more clarity to my machine to understand this thing. So that is why I've converted this gender in the form of 0 and 1. So that means 1 is counted as a male, 0 is counted as a female, something like that. So it will make my machine to understand it easily. So this, you can also do that. Apart from that, when you see in this, there is also some columns which is not relevant to me. So as a data analyst, I will need to find that column which is not relevant when I'm making the model. For example, when I see the passenger ID, if you see, this is a kind of a serial number. And if I see this column, this a kind of a serial number which is not useful for me. So whenever I'm creating a model, but when I see this column, it is not relevant to me. So I can directly delete as well because it is not giving me the fruitful thing. So as an analyst, you need to find the column as well where which is not fruitful to you to in order to make the model. So I can also remove this column because it is a kind of a serial number kind of thing. Apart from that, there is a lot of options you can apply on the data sets. For example, when I click on the steps, you can have all the steps that I have applied. When I click on the new step, you will see lot of options are there inside this tool. Let's say filter, remove column, math function, concatenation, join, thoughts, everything is there inside it. So as per the data set, we will apply the different operation by selecting these functions. Let's say if I want to join two columns, if I want to concatenate, if I want to add two columns, or if I want to replace values, I have already shown you. So these kind of process, these kind of steps, you can easily apply it on your data set to in order to prepare it out. So as of now, I am assuming because I need to show you all the things like how to prepare it and how to visualize it as well. So as of now, I'm assuming that my data set is almost prepared because I have replaced all the missing values. I have deleted the column in which we have more than 70% of missing values and all. And I've also replaced, changed the, you can say data type as well. And I've also deleted the column which is not relevant to me. So these operations I've already applied. Apart from that, when you scroll over here, there is also some options, built, you can say functions you can apply on it, like mutate the function. All such things are also there inside it. As of now, I'm assuming that my data is prepared. So once my data is prepared, there is an option to save it. When I click on the save data refinery, there is an option to save it out. And apart from that, you can also export this CSV in your local machine as well once you will prepare it out. So there's an option called export. When I click on export, it will ask me to export in which format. I will select the CSV format. Let me select the CSV. So you will see the data which was earlier was unprepared form. Now I have prepared my data and it is now exported in my local machine as well with the name Titanic dataset shaped. Shaped, you can say it is prepared data. When I click over there, you will see all the things which I have applied are shown in my CSV file, right? Apart from that, there, once I will prepare it out, there is also a lot of options inside it to move to the next stage. Because when I go to my presentation, I will show you like how process is working. Let's say, okay, so if you see the flow chart, if you see the flow chart as a as you see how the data life cycle goes on in the industry. So when I see this thing, so as I compare it, firstly, I have one data set which is unprepared. So my first operation is to prepare my data or explore it and prepare it. Once I will prepare and transform it out, then my next option is to visualize it out. Let's say I want to visualize whether these things are relevant or not, whether it will be giving the fruitful things or not. Then we have the option to visualize it, and then we have to prepare our models. So in this slide, this show you the process like how the data life cycle goes on, right? So let me show you on one more easy way example. Let's say when I click on the option with the name, there are three options: data that I've already prepared. Then there is an option called profile. Profile will give you all the stats of each and every column. So let's say when I see the column of age again, which I have shown you, now you will see all the stats of its maximum value, minimum, even the median. All the stats of each and every column will be shown in that the column of a profile. So this profile will show you the stats of each and every column, right? Apart from that, there is another option with the name visualization. Now this is very important in terms of you can say finding the insights. For example, when I click on this bar down arrow, there are multiple charts that you can use it and you can say visualize your data in a very efficient way. There are multiple charts. I believe you can even you have not heard of these kind of you can say charts as of now. We have scatter plot, we have multi-series histogram, you can say data player. Lot of things are there. Lot of things will be there. But as a data analyst, we need to understand which kind of visualization is suitable as per the requirement. So let's say if I want to compare the two data set, if I want to compare the two things, in that case, bar chart is more suitable. So it is not like I can prepare any kind of you can say visualization. So it is the responsibility of an analyst or a scientist person. They have to understand the thing first. They need to understand which visualization is more relevant to that column. For example, if I want to show the distribution of a segment, I can say pie chart is more suitable at that case. If I want to show the density heat map is more suitable. If for the similar way, there's one more option KPI, that is key performance indicator. we have to select each and every graph as per the requirement. It is not like we can select it any of the random one. So every graph have their own meaning. As I told you, for bar graph, we can say for comparison purpose, we generally use bar graph. So we need to understand each and every aspect of every visualization. For example, let's say when I select a bar, and if I take the model, you can say gender. So it will give me the different counts of male in my data set and female in my data set. So we can prepare it and you can say analyze and visualize it very easier way. So let's say when you see it will directly, when I click on the simple bar, it will directly land me to the different visualization. And there is an option you can also download it and to add it as a report in your project as well. Let's say when I download it, it will give you in your local machine. Apart from that, let's say when I talk about the pie chart in this form, you will also get in this kind of way. And when you see we have some you can say or some functions which will make your graph more relevant like this. You can do these features, we can utilize these features as well. So a lot of things were there inside this tool which will help you to make your visualize your data more easier, or you can say more efficient or more right way, right? So these are the things that you can use it out. So let's say once it is done, so for example, I have prepared my data and visualized my data. So now I will move to the next step. That is, let's say when I go to the next step, that is a machine learning model. And if I compare back with this thing with the Python, and when I use the pandas, matplotlib, seaborn, and then we have their machine learning libraries. If you compare this thing with that, you can say programming language, it will take a lot of time. So these tools are now helping you to save your time and give you more accuracy as well, you can say. So let's say when I go back again, well, let's say when I move to the next stage, there's an option to pass it to the next stage, that is a model preparation stage. When I click on this save and create a job, so I will move to the next stage as well. So it will give you the process like how the data will flow. The how, let's say when I prepare my data, it will lead to the next stage. So I am doing the step, I'm passing to the next stage. I'm assuming that is a clean data. I'm passing to the next forward stage. So once it is done, I'm just passing it and run it out. So let's say, for example, when I go back over here, okay. So now assume it this thing. For example, in this data set, there is an option with the name survived. So, for example, this is a Titanic data set in which we have the details of a passenger that was survived or not when the tragedy happened in that, you can say, Titanic ship. Now, when I will prepare this, if I will prepare a model and I will easily predict in future, let's say if same kind of thing happen in future, I can predict which passenger will survive or not. So this is a data set for it. In this, there's the option, there is column with the name survived, which is having the value of survived, that is true or false, the value of 0 and 1. So let's say I'm making a model which will give me a prediction if something kind of thing will happen in future, how I can able to detect it out. So I'm doing the same process for it as of now. So now you will see when I go back to my project, now there is one more option. Let's say I'm giving the name now again as Titanic dataset model, prediction model, because I have already prepared my data. So I'm using the data which is prepared only, right? And with the help of this prepared data, I can prepare a very good model because in this prepared data, there is no ambiguities inside it. So now see how this thing will work. So let's say once I will run it out again, and again when I click on my asset, now there is an option. Previously we have worked on prepare the data. Now I'm assuming the stage is done, and I'm moving to the next stage. That is, you can say preparing a model as well. So you can say how it will work. Let's say when I go on this thing and I will select build machine learning models. When I click over there, you will see it will ask me first name. I'm giving the name as prediction model, which will predict me in future if this kind of thing will happen. So it will give me the predictions, right? And I'm just clicking over this so that it will associate my machine learning models or algorithm inside it. Now you will see. First thing is it will ask me to first select the column in which there is a value. In which, for example, I'm just first selecting my prepared data, which I have prepared in the previous step. That is my Titanic data set, which I have prepared it out as of now. So when I do this thing, and previously I've shown you how we prepare the data manually. Now I will show you how the AI will directly, you can say, prepare it as well. Now I will show you how. Now, when you see over there, I will select which thing you I want to predict. If you see in my data set, there's a column with the name survived, which will lead you to give you the answer, because every answer is written inside this column with the name survived. That is, the person will survived or not. So yes, in this I will select what do you want to predict. I will select the survived one. And when I click on the survived one, and when I click on the experiment settings, now, if you see my data set, the answer is in the form of binary, that is 0 or 1. That means the answer is in a two-way, either 0, 1, true, false, yes or no. So that is why it will automatically take the binary one. Let's say if I want to predict the math summary, in that their answer may be multiple. Maybe the team win, maybe team loss, or maybe draw as well. So that can be considered multi-class classification, right? So for this data set, it will automatically select the binary classification because the answer is in the value of yes or no, 0, 1, true or false. So it will automatically select it out, right? And when you scroll it down, in this, we have already more than 50 plus algorithms associated. When you compare it with the basic machine learning algorithms in that tool, you can directly use these kind of algorithms. When you see this logistic regression, linear regression, all such algorithms are there inside it. Apart from that, when I click on the data source, you will see they here only we have the option to handle the missing values over here. There's option to drop duplicate value. If I click on the button, it will automatically drop the duplicate rows. For example, if I have the two same rows, so this tool will directly drop the duplicate rows, for example. Apart from that, there's option to handle the missing values over here as well. You can directly select the mean median as per the requirement. So previously I've shown you the manual process. Here the tool will directly take the, you can say, clean it automatically as well. So these kind of things are also there inside it now, right? In the same way, you can say a lot of things were there. For example, when I'm done with this thing, I have apply all the settings and I click on the save settings. And when I run this model, when I run this experiment, okay. So when I run this experiment, you will see my machine start learning. That means my machine is doing the learning process. If you see this slide, what I'm trying to do is this is my process which I am applying to my model. So firstly, I'm passing the training data, which is the prepared data. So I will pass the prepared data to my machine. For example, if I say Tesla car, do you know how the Tesla car is working? So it is working on the data that they have provided. So how it is depending on the training data, how the training data is given to the machine, how the training data is given to the car. Accordingly, it will respond. So in the similar manner, I am passing my training data, which is the prepared or clean data. So once the machine get the data, it will start learning by applying the different algorithm. The machine start learning. Start learning the process. So once the machine will learn for example, let's say for example the Tesla car. So once the Tesla car learn the process, when they have to apply brake, when they have to take apply the race, then the machine learn, you can say the car model is ready and you will easily able to test it on the road. In a similar manner, I'm passing my data, which is the prepared data, and when I pass to different algorithms, the machine start learning and building the process ki how these things work. And they have prepared one model. And once my model is prepared, I will easily test it for the future thing. For example, if I want to test in future a ship is going and this kind of tragedy will happen, I will easily detect which person will survive or not, something like that. So yes, once it is done, once this process is done, because it is the process of number three, that is learning phase. Once my machine will learn, you will see the model will be shown you in some time. It will take 2 to 5 minutes of time because machine is learning and it is depending upon the data you are passing. The more is the large quantity of data, the machines take time to learn it out. So once the machine will learn, you will see the different pipelines over there, and all the things are calculated automatically. So now imagine yourself, if you're trying to do the same thing with the help of the Python and using the codes and all, it will take a lot of time, maybe or your 5 to 10 days. But as of now, when I use these kind of tools, the moment you are taking out to take your tea and coffee, you will see your model is ready to use it out. So these kind of things are there now in the market, which will directly lead you to prepare the models. As you compare the things with a normal, you can say coding, it will make your work very easier by using these kind of tools. Because as of now, we'll see nowadays industries are using these kind of tools, which will make their work easier, and even these kind of things will give more accuracy as well. I will show you how this thing will work. It will take 2 to 5 minutes of time. Yes. So once machine is learning, you will see a kind of a process over here. Yeah. So as of now, when you see, I have selected all the algorithm. Maybe I have selected more than 10, 20 algorithm. So my data will pass to each and every algorithm, and accordingly, machine will learn with the help of this thing. For example, if I select 10 algorithms, so my data will pass all the 10 algorithms, and accordingly, which algorithm will give me the higher accuracy will be shown on the bottom. So definitely I'm working on my accuracy. That means if I'm getting one predictions, so I find accuracy should be more. So that is why I have passed my data set to all the algorithm, and it will compare with all the algorithm, and the top one will be shown over here. For example, this algorithm giving me the highest result with the name XGB classifier. I will show you. And when I click over there, it will show you the process, like how the data is passed to different algorithm, different pipelines. And accordingly, the model, we have to select it manually, which pipeline you want to select. And it is very easy. We will definitely select that model which is having the higher accuracy, because accuracy is the you can say must thing which is required as of now, right? So one more thing which I have to show you, when I click on this, which is having higher accuracy with the name high 0.811, when I click over there, and you will see when I click on this pipeline, if I want to, let's say, if I want to calculate the confusion matrix with the help of the manual calculation and all such thing, but with the help of this tool, you will see everything is calculated as of now. It will automatically calculate these things. Even you can say confusion matrix, you can say model evaluation parameters, along with that model information summary, all such things will be here itself. So you can't able to do it manually and all such things. So this tool will help you to easily, you can say, giving all these features as well, right? And along with that, let's say there's one more option. When I see comparison, you will see it will also give you the comparison of each and every algorithms, ki how which algorithm is giving me the higher accuracy and why, along with the reasons as well. So these kind of things are there as of now in the industries, which will help you to make your work easier, right? So let's say once I will see this is my relevant, you can say, for example, this is my relevant pipeline. I will also go for the testing as well. Along with that, if I want to add the codes as well, you can directly get the codes from this model as well. So let's say when I click on the create option, you will see all the codes which are working in the backend will be shown you over here. So let's say when I see over there, all the codes, for example, how these things are working in the backend, it will show you over here. All the codes process, how the machine is, algorithm is applying. You will see all the codes over here, right? Apart from that, let's say, apart from that, you can directly utilize it and make it as a model to get the testing. For example, I want to test it. Let's say, for example, I have prepared my Tesla car. Now the Tesla car is ready to use. Now you have to test it on road, whether it is working fine or not. You can do it. In the same way, when I prepare my model is ready to use. I will able to test it as well. Like how I will show you one testing result as well. Let's say I'm finding this is suitable. So I'm preparing as a model. I will show you the testing result, how it is working, right? Now I will pass any random data set, or you can say random value, and you will see how you will get the result over that. Just hold on for that. So it is a process where how I will get the result. It will show you in 2 seconds. Just hold on. So yes, firstly I need to deploy this thing, then I will get the testing result. Okay. As of now, I'm giving any random name. Okay. So let's say if I want to test the model, how it is working, so I can do that as well. Let me just click over the model which I have prepared. The model name is ABC, which I've given the name any random name. Okay. It will take 2 minutes of time, then it will directly start it out. Okay, yes, now it is ready to use. Okay. Now, if I want to test this thing, what I can do is there is an option called test. Now I will pass any random value, or you can say any random data. Let's say passenger, which I have already deleted that column, but as of now I'm using the unprepared data in that case. So let's say I'm passing any random value of passenger ID. I'm using any testing result. For example, I will pass a similar kind of result. For example, I will take these entry P class, let's say maybe 4. I will pass any random. Let's say name any, for example, Ramesh, for any random name. So this is my testing, ki whether my model is working fine or not. Let's say I'm giving as of now, I'm passing the unprepared data and I'm showing you the automatic process to prepare it out. So that is why these field will be shown you, right? So I have to pass a similar kind of thing. For example, I'm passing age as of now, let's say 32, maybe kind of similar thing. Let's say 10, something like that. So this is my, you can say, a testing result. I'm testing it whether it is working fine or not. So let's say this is our options. I'm just passing some basic details. Okay. Now, I have filled all the details, I have passed any random things because I'm not sure what exactly it is in the thing. So once I will click on predict option, because I have passed any random detail, I have to pass it similar to that. But as of now, I'm passing any random one. So let's say I'm click on predict. Now you will see it will give you the prediction that the passenger will survive with a confidence level of 74%. So through this way, you can say with the help of these tools, with the help of these emerging technology in the market as of now, you can say it will help you to give you, you can say, make your work easier. When I compare this thing with the help of the Python, which having the preparation model will take a lot of time. But with the help of this tool, it will easily help you to prepare a model in a very quickly manner. As of now, I will show you the process, like how it is working. So through this, we can prepare the model as well. Apart from that, nowadays we can say lot of technologies are booming in the market. If I talk about the blockchain, which is a very also you can say latest technology in the market, which will help you to make the trustful environment, you can say, in the industry. So we can say blockchain is there as of now. Web 3.0 is now working. So a lot of things are there which are trending as of now. So we have to stay updated. So whenever we are having in the industry, whenever we are landing on the industry, we have to stay updated for these tools. So through this way, we can say when we use these kind of tools, or when we are updated with these tools, we can make our work easier. So yes, that's it from my side. If you have any query, please raise your query in the chat box. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rahul Batra. Can we take questions now, Mr. Rahul?
Sure, sure, sure.
Thanks for giving me chance to address your question. Now let's start with first question. Gurpreet is asking here, how can we balance
Okay.
innovation with ethical concerns in areas like AI, biotechnology, and quantum computing?
Okay. So yes, definite. It's a very good question. Whenever we are talking about some ethical consideration, even the government is also working on it, because as of now we have seen some lot of fake images, deep, you can say. So yes, as of now we are setting some parameters on that. We will use it on a very ethical way so that it cannot be harm, you can say, our environment. So some parameters are working on it, so that even some tools are working on it, which will help you to find some fake things. Fake, let's say we have the option to find the fake detection images, fake videos, and all those things. You can say industries are working on it as well. So, so they can use these technologies in a very, you can say, human friendly way, not in the form of harmful way. So some ethical consideration are working on it. Apart from that, we have some tools as well, which will help you to detect these kind of things as well. So yes, these are the things we have to consider it out when we're talking about AI, especially AI. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rahul. I hope, Gurpreet, you got your answer from our expert. Mega is asking here, what role will immersive technologies like AR and VR play in shaping the future of education, work, and entertainment?
Okay. Yes. If you talk about these technologies like AI and all, if you've seen AI, for example, even when I talk about the India, you can say recent India trend of now, you have seen recently our budget is passed on AI as well. Our government has passed a very good budget on the research part of an AI. So yes, our government is also focusing on this AI part, because as of now, if you are wanted to make our country a third largest economy, so that is why AI will definitely play a crucial role to make the third largest economy. Even our government is working on it, so that they will find a lot of skilled person, they will find a lot of R&D persons inside this industry, so that to make our country grow and all such things will be there. So yes, we can say it depends on, you can say the future is depending on the government as well, like how they are investing the money on these research and development or also things. As of now, we are moving at a very good rate. And yes, if you see the budget, recent budget which was passed by the government, they have passed a lot of good amount on that R&D of AI. So yes, we can say the future is very good in terms of AI. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rahul. Someone is asking here, how can developing countries leverage cutting edge technologies to bridge the digital divide and boost economic growth?
Okay. So if we talk about the developing countries, for example, India, if you see, India is now, you can say, taking advantages of the developed countries. They are taking help of the developed countries so that they can also progress in this field. For example, if I talk about the Watson, it is a product of an US. So yes, in order to make ourselves expand, we are taking help from these, you can say, developed zones and R&D teams, so that we can also have these kind of technologies. We have also have some skill set in our countries as well. So that's it. I hope you are getting the answer for it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rahul Batra. I hope all the participants got their answers from our experts. If you have any questions regarding admissions, you just write on us at admissions@lpu.co.in. If you can do WhatsApp chat with us, our WhatsApp number is 985256900. I'm repeating the number. It's 985256900. Once again, thanks to our experts, Mr. Rahul Batra and Dr. Mukul Mahajan. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.